here to talk about my hometown, Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville is a city where there's such a rich environment and like lots of culture and like theatrics about it. And so like the Kentucky Derby, it's this huge event and it's only 2 minutes long, and it's a horse race, and people dress up with huge hats and like a whole bunch of feathers in them, and people bet on the horses so they can win lots of money or like lose money trying to bet on a horse. And then there's the Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory. And the factory, inside the factory, there's all like wooden bats like being hung, being made, and like you can walk through the factory, and like they made it where like you can see like the history of it, and like the Louisville like baseball team of like the oldies and like old photos and stuff like that. And then there's this Daniel Boone National Forest, and there's also a cave there, and you go down into the cave. There's like a stairwell down towards it, and you can see like the limestone and like over time like the rock and all of this, and they talk about that. And then there's also a thing where there's a part where like they give you a bag, and like you dump out the sand or whatever, and you can actually wash it out, and like you can see like the jewels and like the shiny rocks, whatever. And then there's also Muhammad Ali Center, and that name is so huge because he was a very famous boxer, and he went to the Olympics, and he actually lost his titles because like he didn't want to serve into the army. He wanted to box instead of it, and he lost his titles, and then eventually he actually got his titles back, and he won the Olympics, all that stuff. He did a lot of charity work for Louisville, and there's also the Belle of Louisville, and so it's a boat, it's a river boat where there's a restaurant, and there's gambling, and you visit there. It's a tour of the boat. It's very pretty, and a lot of like high schools go on field trips there. And then there's also like festivals where like the light festival, and so there's just a whole bunch of lights, different lights, and like it's gorgeous, and it's all over the city, all like downtown. And there's also a street called 4th Street, and it's basically like a mall where it's just like a whole bunch of like restaurants, stores, and then there's like a big like it's like a big sign, and it's like it says 4th Street Live, and it's just like a whole bunch of lights down there and everything like that. And then also there's food. So Kentucky Fried Chicken, also known as KFC, is huge, and like everyone always asks me about it. And then there's also Derby pie, and there's a thing called the hot brown, and it's toasted bread, like turkey breast, ham, bacon, and like a cheesy sauce on it, and also known for bourbon. And I feel like this is why you should visit Louisville, Kentucky.